10 Minutes Play Festival. There were over 100 plays submitted for our consideration. And out of those plays, 7 were chosen.
And those 7 plays were written by playwrights from the Bay Area, from Southern California, other parts of the US, and 1 from the UK.
After the 4th play, we will have a short 5-minute intermission. If you need to use the bathroom, it is right behind the curtains to your left. Anne?
And I'm Simona.
And I'm Gladys, and we're your hosts.
Without further ado, let the Play Festival begin!
I wouldn't know. I'm not a seamstress. I'm a master of the quill, not the sewing needle. Oh, this dreadful music. The day calls for a funeral dirge, not this mind-numbing cheer.
Marching to the grave so early in the afternoon, and you're trying to bury me with you? Sorry, but I don't choose to be your long-suffering, morose companion.
Apologies, my dear. But I really should be at home, being productive.
You haven't been productive in quite some time.
But today could be the day that words finally leap to the page.
Well, let them jump over candlelight this evening then, like Nimble Jack. In the sunshine, you are mine, Edgar Allan Poe.
Now I wish for a storm, a little lightning.
Is it really so terrible spending time with your bride?
Only when she's so easily impressed by childish amusements.
Imply I'm a child again, and you can put your pillow on your writing desk and sleep there, continuing to dream of fame and fortune.
I don't mean to be rude, Virginia, but harlequins and trained animals, these are frivolous distractions.
You need distractions, Eddie.
I need focus.
You need inspiration.
Yes, I do. But it's not here.
It could be.
It won't be.
I think you've fallen out of love.
Because I commented on clowns, you think my love for you has somehow diminished? You are what keeps me from drowning in the undercurrents of this precarious kingdom by the sea.
Silly boy, I speak of the love for your craft. You've told me before, the storytelling comes from your heart, and you're no longer hearing that heartbeat.
One cannot hear a heartbeat.
Come now, I've spent enough time with you for colorful language to also infect my tongue.
A disease most cruel.
The performers here, these artists, their passion for their work is palpable. Open yourself up to their creativity, to their love. Steal some. Allow it to transform your heart's murmur to roar.
You think bearing witness to juggling and pratfalls will somehow influence my fiction?
It's better than hoping a helpful voice will suddenly call out to you from behind the walls.
A clown, then, as my next protagonist. Or, better yet, the villain.
No one would fear a clown, Eddie, not even a child.
Don't you feel it, dear? Huzzah! Imagination and magic permeating from the tent's very fabric. I can't wait to absorb the wonders playing within.
That's it.
But the answers to my problems can't wait a moment longer.
Your sarcasm makes me weary. Sit, Eddie.
But the show?
We have time. Sit.
Now what?
Tell me a story.
I told you there's nothing worth sharing. There hasn't been for months.
Do you notice these animals caged before us?
I'm not blind to the menagerie, Virginia, nor am I impervious to the smell.
These beautiful exotic beasts were placed here so that they could be seen. To catch a glimpse of these creatures from another world is a genuine treat, don't you think?
Another world? That yawning lion is from Earth, and so is the slumbering zebra.
You know what I mean. Your mind is a beautiful exotic beast, Eddie. And even though you have it shackled in some sort of cage of self-doubt, you can still catch glimpses of its brilliance in the spaces between the steel bars. Share those with me, will you? The parts that can already be seen?
Believe me, your metaphors are more impressive than any bits of a story I could share with you.
So that brain of yours isn't a blank slate, then?
This brain of mine contains scribbles leading to nowhere. Beginnings without endings. Imagery missing narrative ties. Gibberish, confusion.
But something's there. Share it with me, please.
A title. The Murders in the Rue Morgue.
Morgue. Excellent. And what are these murders?
A woman, strangled, her body stuffed up a chimney. Her mother, also dead, her body crumpled in the yard outside the home. Her neck slashed so severely that the head falls off when the body is moved.
Gruesome, I love it. Tell me more.
The murders took place on the 4th floor of the home, but the doors were locked from the inside, and so were the windows. A bloody straight razor and the woman's gold were present at the scene of the crime. Police are baffled. Who is the killer? How did he get in? How did he get out? And what is the motive, if not robbery?
A mystery.
A mystery, yes. Even to me.
You don't have the answers.
Therein lies the dilemma, the source of all my woes.
Did the mother and daughter have enemies?
Perhaps, but I find it more frightening if it were a random attack.
Yes, absolutely. Who's this random attacker then?
Someone who could enter a locked room from an impossible height. Not only is the height impossible, but so is pinpointing a worthy perpetrator.
I've got it.
You do?
A ghost. A phantom can easily enter and exit a locked room.
That feels like a cheat, though. To have the answer be, it was a ghost all along. Who would feel satisfied by such a conclusion? No, the supernatural must be out of the equation. It's too easy, too lazy. I seek a more logical explanation.
And that's quite the task. I can see why you've been so distressed.
Because it's complete folly. I have been stuck on this quandary and will continue to be forever. Oh, what in the world? Something is stained.
Eddie, what is it? Mud?
Vile, putrid, not mud, Virginia, not mud.
What then?
Excrement.
Excrement?
Yes, fecal matter.
Actual actual fecal matter?
This is no metaphorical waste. Care to inspect for yourself?
No, Dad, the displeasure is all yours. How did it come to be on your coat?
It was thrown as a projectile from a beast's cage.
Which creature would possibly participate in such unpleasantness?
Yes. Which one indeed? We shall approach this mystery logically.
Okay. We can immediately rule out the zebra as a suspect.
Because it's asleep? That afternoon nap could be nothing more than a ruse.
But how would it even clutch the excrement in its hooves? Zebra hooves are not conducive for picking up objects off the floor.
Yes, we can consider the zebra innocent of this crime.
And the lion certainly didn't do it.
No, it did not. Because we have a cat at home, we can correlate its behavior with that of a larger feline.
Precisely. Our darling Pluto defecates discreetly. Not once has he played with his waist after the deed is done.
Disgusting. Not our Pluto.
And not this lion.
On to the elephant.
That trunk functions similarly to an arm.
A powerful prehensile limb.
Have we shined a light upon the guilty party?
We have not.
No.
The amount of fecal matter flung is disproportionate to the size of the beast.
You're saying...
If I were hit by a mammoth species, it would have felt like a brick to my sternum. Due to the minimal sample size, we can determine that the pachyderm is above suspicion.
The process of elimination leads us to suspect number 4.
The orangutan.
Oh, look, it waves to us, Eddie. Hello there. How sweet.
Curious. It waves with its right hand.
Why is that curious?
Orangutans are often left-handed. I read that somewhere.
This creature must be the exception.
No. The niceties are but a clever distraction. It holds something in its dominant hand. Doc, Virginia! Quickly now! Shield yourself!
Tossing fistfuls of dung? What a repugnant and ill-mannered swine!
A fascinating and intelligent creature.
Perfectly diabolical.
Diabolical, yes.
Have you finally emptied yourself of excrement, you wretch? Eddie, it's throwing it back to me. Do you suppose it knows what it's saying?
It's merely mimicking you.
Well, mimic this!
By God, I've got it! The answer to my problems! Virginia, I know who the killer will be!
You've seriously found inspiration inside this odd exchange?
Yes, I have been inspired. The killer is a nefarious wall-climbing fiend, an escaped orangutan.
No.
Yes. There are more details to work out to be sure, but the killer's identity has been found.
I find it a little ridiculous, Eddie, absurd.
But it will also be unforgettable. Readers will be stunned.
If you love it, I love it.
I love it. And I love you. Thank you for bringing me here today. And thank you, you disgusting reprobate. Come, dear, I am ready to be amused.